and welcome to DAWG DAZE, where we talk about all things cannabis. And boy, oh boy, do we have a treat for y'all today. In the house, we have Cannabis Radio Network founder Jake Ganem. How are you today, Jake?
I am great. Thanks for having me on, Holly. How are you?
Welcome to the Doghouse. This is so exciting.
I love it.
You're like a pro.
I got the brick. We're doing good.
We got matching brick.
We didn't even mean to do that either. We didn't even mean to do it. There must be something behind that.
We're all the same wavelength, maybe. Exactly. Same mind wave thing going on. I like it. I'm digging it.
I do too. How's everything going for you over there in Wyoming? You were just telling me you had a snowstorm the other day.
Yeah, I just had a snowstorm. It was crazy. The drifts, and it shut down the interstate. It was nuts.
Oh my goodness! In summer, it's Memorial Day snowstorms. Fun. That's so much fun. And I'm assuming the greenhouse isn't quite up yet now, then, right?
No, not yet. It's all the snow and stuff. It kind of hampers things. But I want to talk about you and Cannabis Radio Network. What's going on over there in the East Coast? What's going on? What's the scene like?
Well, right now we have 90 degrees outside, so no snowstorms. And like we're saying, probably tomorrow will probably be 50 out. That's New England weather for you. But we're getting over the hump here. It's starting to feel like summer out there for sure. This time of the year, we're always busy with getting people's gardens set up for clones and, consulting and making sure we have some new strains, trying some new things out, doing the proven ones, doing the ones that we're rolling the dice on. And, we always have fun with the growing. But let's see where to start here. Cannabis Radio Network. We've been rocking since about 2017. We're an LLC over here in Massachusetts. And we do a lot. We do a lot of different podcasting. I do a show called Your Average Joe Grow. So typically we show people step by step how to grow from home. We have a Facebook group called the Average Joe Grow Group. It's a ton of people in there that are just willing to help get people through grows. People post all their different content in there. And typically we trying to just help your average person get from seed to harvest in a nice, easy way. There's a lot of, I started off very average for sure. I started out of a tent, didn't really know what the hell I was doing in the past. I've been involved with grows for probably about 15 years or so now. I've been growing on my own for probably about, 10 plus years. And just like anything, there's always something new to learn with growing, which has always kept it interesting for me. Nice. Right now, as we were talking about, we're really trying to bring back a lot of the old school strains. Right now, in the market, a lot of stuff is, runts and gelatos. And don't get me wrong, a lot of those are great. A lot of those candy terps. But we're trying to bring back, like we were talking about earlier, we have the purple diesel, as you see right here. Smell that. It'll just bring back memories for you from like the early 2000s. We also have sweet skunk that's going. You could probably find it on there, but this thing has some colas like that big all over it. And it's just exciting to just kind of take a whiff of it and be like, oh my God, that's it from 20 years ago. So right now we're doing a lot of growing. And with Cannabis Radio Network, let's see, what's the story behind Cannabis Radio Network?
Yeah.
Started in 2017. I had kind of like a mentor partner when we first started. And we used to be involved with doing infomercials. I used to buy media for infomercials before we got into the cannabis industry. Weed went legal, and we're like, hey, it's time to start this up. So we started with Cannabis Radio Network. He had a show called The Barrett Report, and it was kind of just like cannabis news, what's going on in the industry, all that fun stuff. And then I didn't do shows, didn't know what the hell to do, nervous about all of it. And he was like, you just got to get started, just try something. And I was growing, and I wasn't an expert grower, so I was like your average Joe Grow. And it kind of just took off. Really got a lot of basic novice growers involved with it. And it's been fun. It's definitely been a journey. It's changed my life for sure in a very positive way, but also a lot of up and down in this industry, as you know, with regulations and banking and what you can, what you can't do, all that fun stuff. So we got started with Average Joe Grow, and it started doing very well. And then throughout time, we've had some different shows on the network as well, too. We had one, Green Nurse Radio. It was basically some medical cannabis nurses that were involved with that did everything medical part of the Cannabis Radio Network. And they were very educated on different CBD tinctures, different health ailments that can happen through cannabis. I did a lot of the growing stuff. And then my partner at the time, we're not anymore. I have a new partner, but his name was Donald Barrett. He did a show called The Barrett Report. Like I was saying, that was more cannabis news. So fast forward 3-4 years after we started, me and my original partner, we just weren't seeing eye to eye. So we kind of parted ways. And I have a new partner. His name's Chad James, and he's been great. He started a show called Table Toke. And Table Toke is more involved with like the music scene with cannabis. So we did a lot of stuff. He really dug into it too. And I gotta say, I'm proud of him, man. He reached out to some big music people and just got us through the door with some people with, so we do some work with Wu-Tang Clan. We've done some collaborations with Capadonna, Inspector Dak, Ghostface part of it. And now we couldn't know them as like friends. We just give them a call and they got a lot going on. They're doing all these world tours. So we try and just kind of, whenever they're in the area, we try and kind of get involved with them. Or if they're out in Las Vegas, we do a lot of stuff in Las Vegas as well too. And it's been a journey for sure. And we also have 2 new shows that we just brought on. Carrying the Torch podcast. That's with my good friend Bobby Nuggs. He's been in the industry probably about as long as I am on the legal side, 2016 through 2017. He does a lot of events. He does like a pizza cannabis night kind of event where he's like really good at making pizzas. And he'll do these events where he'll make pizzas and they'll have infused treats there and dab bars and all that stuff. And he does those, I want to say at least once a month, give or take. He's been doing that for years, and he does well with it. It's been good. And then we also have To Be Blunt Live. Now these guys, you can check them out on YouTube. That's where they do a lot of their stuff. They're also on Instagram, Facebook. Most of their actions on YouTube. These guys do 4 shows a week. I'm like, oh my God, guys, take a breath. They're at it every single day, and they're great. They do a lot of research into what's happening in the cannabis community, new laws that are coming up, and then also they just have some, good old just conversation, just talking about different stuff. That's it's kind of pure entertainment. They have all like the bells and whistles. They have the roadcasters out for all the different music and stuff they put on. So it's a really good show. Yeah. So in a nutshell, that's kind of what we do. I mean, here at the Cannabis Radio Network, we do podcasting just like you do. We also do, it's called the Certified Tester Program. It's called the Jar of the Month Club. Now, each month, our members receive a jar. Now, with that, it comes a product information sheet, and we also send them a survey. On that survey, you're basically rating it 1 through 10 based on smell, the look, the smoothness, the high that it gives you. At the end, you write a comment. What was your final review on the strain? We then kind of take that information, and it's valuable for dispensaries in the area to figure out what strains people are really liking. Wow. And yeah, we've been doing that for a while. A lot of people come and go with it, and it's been good. I mean, it's going pretty good with it. So we've been doing that since the beginning, and we have we try and always just have a new, unique strain out there for someone to test out, and we make it fun. We have
how do I get on that list?
We'll talk after the show. I got you for sure. Yeah, this month we have our strain. This month is Blueberry Muffin. It literally smells. I don't know if you people can see that. It smells like a bag. It smells like blueberry from back in the day, like the DJ Short blueberry. It's kind of like the new age blueberry.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's really good. And then I don't know what else. Kind of a funny story that we're talking on the phone, and we were at MJ BizCon, and I happened to go to your party that you had out of nowhere. We had no idea. For your viewers right now, you want to hear a funny story? I had no idea. Me and Holly connected online through a mutual friend, and we were just kind of getting to know each other. And we do a lot of work in Vegas for just in general, but we were out there for MJ BizCon, and so was Holly. And you were saying you had a suite at the Cosmo. I'm like, we went to a suite at the Cosmo. Did it have a wraparound deck? And you're like, yes. I'm like, oh my God. We were there, and there was a few people there, and apparently we didn't connect, but I do recognize you from going to that. So it's just a small world that we reconnected on this level now.
It is. It's a very small world. And actually, it was Res 26 that we were at.
It was Res, not MJ. You're correct. Res and MJ BizCon. Yep. That's what we go out to Vegas a lot for. Yeah, the Res event's always a show.
Oh, it was our coming out for the Indigenous Women's Cannabis Chamber of Commerce, which I'm affiliated with, and it was our launch. And yep, we surely did. We did it up there at the Cosmo, and I hope we can do that again next year. I think you're planning on doing something again for Res 27. I hope we can collaborate, and those suites come in bigger sizes. Just so you know, just saying.
We have a venue out there, Backstage Bar and Billiards. It's right off of Fremont Street.
Yeah.
The owners out there, Ava Berman and Carlos, aka they call him Big Daddy. I'm like, I'm not calling you Daddy. I'll call you Carlos. They are awesome though. They have been great. My partner Chad, he's really connected with them, and they've opened up a lot of doors for us with different connections out there. And they have a sweet venue that every single time we go out there, we always just host an event, and it's Vegas. I mean, it's always a wild time. I remember last time I went there, I had Chad drop me off at the airport 6 hours early. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just gonna go to the airport. I'm just gonna work on my laptop, and it's time for me to go. After like 3 days in Vegas, you're ready to get out of there. It's always a wild time, but it's always fun.
It is. And so the mutual contact we're talking about is the Tar Tubes girls.
Yes,
did you know?
Oh my goodness.
Did they tell you that they came on DAWG DAZE with me, and it was their first podcast ever? So I was their first one.
Awesome.
And now they're rolling like big dogs. They're
doing. I mean, honestly, let me see. Do I have any here? I might have some. Hold on. Where do I have them? Yeah, I have them right here. I bought a bunch of them because these things are great. I gotta give them a little shout out because these things are sweet. So anybody that doesn't know what the Tar Tubes are, basically this thing right here is your little adapter that will hook on to basically you put this one end into a joint, and then you have this piece right here. So this is your filter, and then this is basically your adapter that you put in there, and then you stick a pre-roll into this end. Now just go ahead and smoke it as is. Now what it does, I got about 50 dirty ones in my car. I'm not going to go get them right now, but basically what it does is it sucks the resin and tar out of your weed. And me personally, I've been smoking since I was 12. I got a lot of miles on my lungs, and I'm a big health guy, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can smoke the rest of my life. It kind of hurts. These came on. I'm like, oh, good. I noticed a huge difference with this product.
Seriously, dude. No, it's super illegal here in Wyoming. All I can do is talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. But man, that I'm getting firsthand user information here. So you have noticed the significant difference using
big difference.
Wow, guy.
Like if I smoke too much, I'm like, got like a little like grunt going almost at the end of the night. Got to clear your throat.
Yeah.
These, I don't have that anymore. Even waking up in the morning, there's no congestion or anything like that. And you can just see like when you're done smoking it, like this part right here will be filled with like black sludge. And you're
dude,
like, it just goes to my lungs every single time here. But these are, I mean, I know Wyoming's illegal, but these aren't illegal. You should get some. They will change your life. I'm telling you, they are pretty awesome. How did you meet them?
I met them through the Women's Cannabis Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And so we tried to kind of uplift women in cannabis and our businesses and that sort of thing. So hooked up with them through that organization. And anytime I can get a lady on here to kind of talk about their product and their businesses, I'm so happy to have them on as a guest. I take full advantage of that. And yeah, they came on and it was their first podcast ever, and they blew it out of the water like they were swimming. Like they've done this forever.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had them. You beat me to it. We had them on down in Nicam. I interviewed Nancy down there. I gotta say, it's like one of those things now that like I don't even want to smoke a joint unless I'm like, oh, where's my filter?
They ruined you.
Like, oh man, I'm getting soft over here. What's going on? No, but they have been. It's like we see products all the time, right? In this industry, some are good, some are bad.
Yeah,
that is one that's like universal. For people. I don't know, like everybody that smokes, like you want to be a little healthier with it, like okay,
exactly,
right? Like no,
exactly.
I want that my lungs.
I was interviewing them, and I'm there like, really, this is genius.
It really is. It's a very simple, good idea. I guess.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and talk about your podcast a little bit more over here at Cannabis Radio Network. Sure. So check out the their Facebook page for sure. It seems like that seems to be really hopping for you guys. Yeah, and then you're working on your website.
Yeah, we're redoing our website. We also have our Cho Cherry Lemon Hazes. These are made with native Cho Cherry berry. Ton of health benefits in this. We've been working on this for about 3 years now.
Dang.
The challenge was really like, I don't know if you're familiar with Cho Cherry in general.
Yes.
The Prunius virginiana, it's a little bitter. So getting the flavor down was very challenging. So we paired it with some lemonade or some lemon puree and blueberry puree.
Cool.
Did a little this and that to it, infused it, and it's pretty awesome. I could send you stuff. But well, here's the thing. It's hemp-based, so it is legal to send.
Okay.
I had to check with Wyoming state laws, though, because in this industry, you kind of go left, you go right.
To meet you at the border or something?
I got you. They sell in Vegas. I'm bringing some for you.
There you go, baby.
No problem. Anything goes in Vegas. So yeah, I have my Facebook page, Average Joe Grow Show. And we've had so much going on lately that we the other guys that we brought on, they've been doing a lot of the podcasting, but we've been doing it since 2017. We've had some big names on there. We had Tommy Chong on there. We had I'm drawing a blank right now. Ed Rosenthal. Ed Rosenthal is a good friend of mine. He was great. And yeah, we kind of just get into it with like I had the show and then basically I would do weekly update videos, which I'm going to get started doing again. If you're out there and you're a grower and you're looking to learn, outdoor season is coming up and we kind of just walk people through it. Like right now we have some clones. These are going to be going outside very soon. And we just walk you through the steps. How to prune them properly, how to feed them properly, make sure you don't have lights on, like proper lighting outside. There's a lot of little things that can happen outside for sure. Bug prevention and kind of just making it fun. I mean, it's one of those things that most of our customers are, for the most part, on the older aspect. And it's great. They grow their plants and now they have medicine to last them through the entire year. And it's just like kind of a beautiful thing. People, they'll harvest and they'll smoke the flower. They'll make their edibles. They'll make their RSO out of it. They'll make their hash, their dabs, whatever it is. And it can get you right through the whole season. It's great.
I love it. So, folks, definitely go and check out the Average Joe Grow group here. I guess let them know that the DAWG DAZE sent you.
You guys can all come in. You guys can all come in. The only thing we ask is just be respectful in there because there's a lot of there's a lot of weed trolls out there that always want to tell someone what they're doing wrong when really it's just help the person out. You don't have to dog them online.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. And so Be Respectful Joe, Average Joe Grow Group. And he's going to be kicking off. This timing is perfect to get the word out. We're
Yes.
going to be kicking off the grow season from the very beginning to the seeds. I'm sure there's something you have to do to the seeds beforehand, like germinating or something.
Yeah. So a simple way to get seeds going is first of all, you got to get feminized seeds, which we do have available. Basically, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can crack the egg. You can just throw them in some soil and make sure it's moist under a nice warm heating pad, and sometimes they grow. You can take wet paper towels, put them in there, close it up, and put it like in your sock drawer or somewhere warm until you get a sprout out of there. And you're gonna plant it into some soil. I mean, I can go on and on and on about it, but there's some basic steps that you do with it, and you don't have to really. Like, the biggest tip I would have for outdoor growing is your medium, your soil that you're growing in. Ideally, like soils that we use, I typically use Costa Maine Stonington blend. Roots Organic Lush Super Soil is really good. Bio 365 is a really good soil. Fox Farm's more of a common one. It really kind of just depends what's in your local grow shop. And here's the thing: a lot of the grow shops too, they'll help you out. I mean, you just kind of give them a rundown on what you're trying to do, and they'll give you some basic info on it. But the main things with outdoor growing, I would say, is make sure you have good lighting, good soil, and really make sure that you have good preventative measures, because bugs, powdery mildew, mold, I mean, you got the elements to work against. So typically I always recommend to spray your plants about once a week during veg. And veg is typically when your plant is looking like this. There's no flowering spots on it yet. It's all leaves on here. And this is what that's like. It goes from vegetative state, and then around mid-August, your plants will naturally, based off the sunlight cycle, are going to flip into flower. And then typically you're going to harvest around early October, typically.
Cool.
And, there's a lot of different factors that go into it with different strains, how long they flower. That's why we do a show, because there's too much information to talk about it right now.
Real quickly, I have a dumb question.
Sure.
Living soil.
There's no dumb questions, too, by the way, because everybody always had that question. Living soil is great.
What makes it? What makes is that a class? Yeah, what makes it? Is it a special classification?
Yeah, I mean, living soil is usually made up of a lot of different amendments, and a lot of times you have worms in there and different kinds of beneficial bugs that, if you look at the soil under a microscope or whatever it is, that soil is somewhat moving. Now, there's a lot of good beneficial bugs, and there's also a lot of bad bugs. So knowing the difference is very key, but living soil is it's great. It's really kind of the way to go for outdoor growing, an extent, but there's pros and cons to all of them. You got to keep it clean, and just there's always a pro and con, that's for sure. But living soil is great. I typically just grow, when we do a lot of consulting, kind of just go with what we know that works really well. And then I try some stuff off to the side. Some goes great, some all right. We got to adjust them. That's what keeps it interesting, though, which is good.
Absolutely. So I'm putting out your email address here too, info@cannabisradionetwork.com. And so people can shoot you an email and say, hey, Jake, this is what I've got going on. This is what I'd like to do. And you could do some consulting with them as far as even if businesses grow who want to start growing, and then the private person who is interested in growing their own medicine, which is the way to go, in my opinion.
There's a therapy to it too. That's one of the things with growing is, it might cause you some headaches. It might see some different things that you need to adjust or adapt to, but I can almost guarantee you will enjoy it. It's like a therapy. There's something about growing a plant, getting your hands dirty, getting some negative ions into your body, and you feel good after it. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. It's been great.
I love it, Jake. I've been having so much fun with you.
Me too.
Definitely, folks, check out the Facebook page. If you want more information, send out an email, and Jake will respond to it and get you started growing. Hey, anything going on in the immediate future we should know about?
Right now, I've been running around getting everybody their clones. This is all like I'm like I almost have it all. At the next 2 weeks, that's like full on. From there, though, we are planning for MJ BizCon as well. We're going to be doing an after party for MJ BizCon. Also for Rez, we'll be out there as well. We're partnering over there with the ICIA, with Rob Perro and his group, and a lot of good things going on with that. And then, after the mad rush of getting clones is out, I'll be doing the normal stuff with growing and videos and whatnot, and really just kind of pumping our drink. If you want to try our drinks out, showcherrybeverages.com. They're great. There's a lot of health benefits within it, and they give you a nice buzz. And we can legally send them to most of the states. I got to check on Wyoming, though. There's a lot of little, different things with each state that were like, okay, this is different. I got to figure this out.
Well, Wyoming is definitely challenging.
Well, hopefully you guys turn over to the green side soon enough.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jake. Thank you for joining. And until next time, stay safe out there, folks.
See you later, everybody.